Hi there. It's just after 4 o'clock on Friday, and my next job is to get ready to go away to visit family this weekend up the coast. I've got one dog pacing because the other dog's gone for a walk with one of the kids. But I thought I'd show you where we're at with the slow stitching panels, because I worked a little bit more on that panel that I wanted to work with you, and as well as a new panel that I'm working on. So I thought I'd show you where I'm at, because hey, we do the rude t-shirts one day, and then we do the nice pretty stitching the next. That's part of my crazy world, but that's what it is. Anyway, I had the shop open today. For school holidays, it was extremely quiet, like really quiet. I don't know what's happening out there, what people are doing, but I don't know actually if the rest of Mount Vic was busy, but it was a very quiet day. That's really weird for the middle of the school holidays, like really weird. And it is a long weekend. So anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's look at this instead. So let's get you focused down here. I've got this new stand thing and it's kind of tilting already and all that. So anyway, I'm going to move you a bit. Sorry for all the wobblies. Okay. So this isn't the best position, is it? But it's about the best I can do right now. So this is the panel that I was working on the other day with you, and what I've done now is finished up all the stitching or the basting. So what I like to do is get it all flat. So like for instance, this panel that I'm working on, you can see it's lifting and moving and shifting around, and that's what I don't like to work on. I find that that's too much. So the little panel that I'm working on with you guys is now like that. It's just got actually that's even basted there, so it's all down a bit here. It hasn't been done, and that's what it's looking like at the moment. And then I actually was very naughty and started to work on a little bird there. I don't know if you can see it, but this little bird I started to work on, and I think I'll do a black outline and a little white dot for the eye and then black on top. He's got little legs going down onto the crochet. Trying to look through my camera lenses to make sure you can see it. So that's where we're at. So I think the next step is actually to start building on some of these elements to crochet. Crochet, what am I saying? Embroider. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm a bit tired today. Anyway, that's it. I thought before we start on that, I'll show you quickly. This is the next panel I'm working on, which is a really big one. I'm thinking when it's folded in half, it'll almost fold to sort of A4 size. And I think this might be somewhere that I store, like, imagine it'll be like this when it's folded up. Little pieces to work on can live in there. So I'm a bit more tidy because at the moment my dining table's quite messy with bits and pieces. So this, I'm at that stage again of I'm doing a little bit of the embroidery stitching there, and then I get bored and I move across and I keep basting and flattening stuff. So this point I hate all this sort of loose stuff. I like it when it's all kind of locked in. And these pins are so fun. I got these from Minerva's Bower in Katoomba. Oh my God, I'm not even putting it in focus. I'm sorry. They're very cute. So I should stitch some of these things down and show you. Okay. Anyway, that's where we're at. So this one I'm thinking more blues, greens, reds, and I've got some of these colours too. A little bit bolder, this one, I think. So that's happening there. Back to this guy. Oh, I've put my needles. I've started working on this. I'll do a little bit of this for you. So let's see where you are. I've got to get this all into position. Sorry, I'm pretty hopeless with this. There we are. So as I'm locking it all down like this, all this lifting I can't stand. And I've got to decide whether I want things tucked in and under like that, and then I can build this flower, or have it below. So I hope you can see what I'm doing. This point, it really doesn't matter what you do. Oh gosh, look, straight away. I'm getting annoyed with this. All right, I'm not going to do this. I've already stitched the wrong side, so let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this whole panel and work on the one I'm supposed to be working on with you. Anyway, the little guy, I put this little bird in there. I can't see if I hope everything's in focus. I might lift this up a bit towards me. So that little guy there, I think the black outline would be good. I got these really fun vintage containers. Look at that. 2 of them to hold some embroidery thread. Let's see if we've got a black. That's kind of a charcoaly black. And I wish I'd prepared some of this earlier for you. I said it on my other video. I have this real dislike of hearing people licking the thread to thread it. It kind of freaks me out, which I'm going to have to do now. And my eyesight is so bad these days. I don't know if you can see me threading. I don't know how good this needle is. I've heard tulip needles are fantastic. When I go to Japan, I've done it. Because there's so many threads on this embroidery thread, it's sometimes it gets caught. Yeah, in Japan I heard their sashiko needles are fantastic. So as well as some I like to bring some fabrics back which I could hopefully sell. Yeah, I think some needles would be good too. So now I'm getting sidetracked. That's a little bird. And I'm thinking a little black outline. So let's see if I can do this in front of you. And I've got to work out where I'm coming through first to start. And no, I don't know what I'm doing. If anyone actually embroiders out there, I'd love your help too. Oh God, this is a terrible needle. I just do what I think might work. So what I'm going to do now is just go around, see if we can make this fairly delicate and not pull up all the other stuff I've done. How's your Friday going? I'm happy to be finished for the day, but I don't know how. I hope this works. I don't know how I'm feeling at the moment about the shop. I love it. It's all very beautiful, but without people, I just feel like I could be designing these kids' books and doing other things that I want to do instead of sitting waiting for people. And people often say to me, can't you do them at the same time? No, I can't. I don't know if others can do that. I've done that terribly. Here, we'll go back under. I've missed I don't know if I've missed a section or if that's just a bit of fluff. Yeah, I find it really hard to do both at once. And often if I leave things out, I've got a desk now in the middle of the shop. But to walk away, leave everything there, people walk up and sit there and look and start touching things. So it is really hard. And if you're halfway through something, it's really hard to just get up and walk away from it. I don't know if I'm going to do a good job of this today. So what I'm trying to do is create a continuous line. Look for my embroidery scissors. I got my new embroidery scissors. So here's my, where are they? My book. This is upside down, of course. So I keep everything in here. I'm going to take this away with me tomorrow. And I've put a little, I don't know if you can see that. I've put this little strap and piece there to hold it all together. Look at that. So what I'm thinking is just a bit fluffy or something. I don't know if it's... When I made this bird, I realised I could embroider straight down onto the existing panel. I put a little bit of white, like a gauze, and then realised that... I don't know if you can see it all along the edges there. So you have to kind of then go back and fill it and cover it. See, I might just go in and out. Like, I'm hoping someone will say, no, that's not the way you do it, Cara. You do it this way and teach me. So what I've done is got a continuous line there, but I've lost a bit there. So this is a bit fussy. I don't know. Now I'm regretting doing this, going, why did you need the black line? Anyway. It doesn't matter, does it? We're just playing. Just hide that under there. You can see this. If I'm showing you the right way. Oh, hang on. We're starting to look like something. All right. I'll keep going. Yeah, so it is really hard to have a whole shop there. Look, everyone that came today are amazing. I have such I'm lucky. I have such lovely, beautiful customers who come specially to visit, and really good feedback and all of that stuff. It is tough out there in retail. I think people are going out for lunch. I think they're spending on food. I feel like we all think we've got everything, so we don't buy anything else. But I do have a really good photo, actually. I'm going to post it later. One guy walked in and he bought a Hawaiian shirt for an event he was driving out to, and he looked fantastic, and I took a photo of him. I don't love it here. See, I don't know if you can see that fluff. Let's have a look at these little tiny scissors. Kind of. Anyway, slowly getting there. I'd like to do like a wonga pigeon or a gang or something, but they might look like giant, scary, weird birds on this delicate stuff. All these classic kind of English birds that kind of work. But hey, let's keep doing the crazy birds. That's what we want in this world, hey? Might go on this side this time. Actually, that's actually working. I'm actually really happy with that. It's not amazing, but and I have lots to learn, but I think that's kind of working. I'm going to stab myself next. I don't know if I'm even putting this in camera. I've had some really nice feedback too. Someone wrote this morning, thank you, and I've forgotten that person's name. I always love your content, and I thought that is so sweet. Do you know how hard it is? If you know, there's some people that make content, some just put photos up of their dogs. Some people have business accounts. It's really hard to think all the time of what to do, and to not be too sameish, and to not bore you, and to try and engage with people and try to get new people to find your brand, and all that stuff. Oh my God. And that was really nice, that comment. I really liked that. I felt happy about that. So thank you. I'm on TikTok now, and I'm gonna be putting this reel on TikTok. Hello, TikTok people. That's quite fun. I think I've got 283 followers there, but they're quite engaged. Those people are quite engaged, and they write and they react and stuff. So I've always stayed away from TikTok thinking it was for a younger audience, and I am wrong. It's a real mix of people. I'm putting this in I'm going to put this up towards me a bit, so I can see what I'm doing. I don't know if this is boring you or not. I'm just going to keep doing it for a little bit longer, and then I'll stop. I'm going to work on this big panel that I'm doing for myself. So this is all the stuff on the back, and I can see it's getting caught in the rest of the bird there. And then I've got this tiny little loose thread there in the dark grey. See if I can get it behind. There we go. Is anyone else on TikTok? And what do you think of it? There's a lot of people trolling and telling each other off and doing all this other stuff. But I found some really good creative reels. They go longer than Instagram and Facebook. So when I post this on Facebook, I'll only be able to post a little bit of it and tell everyone to go to Instagram. And I put the first long reel I did the other day of the first step of this on to YouTube. So it is a vertical video, which they don't love, but I thought I'm going to start sticking them there too. Anyway, I've sent out another panel, one of my fabric packs today. Someone got the Sturt's Desert Pea, I think it was, and I would love to eventually have everyone doing some kind of stitching together while we make videos, or put them together, chatting. And I tend to do my stitching in front of other people I follow that do all this, and I do my version and watch what they do. see if I can learn new things and get some tips. Do you know, this is so different. You know, traditionally I was an illustrator, a drawer. I loved drawing as a kid. So to do this with thread, it doesn't it doesn't come naturally to me, but I do enjoy all the texture. All right, I'll show you what I'm up to. So we're slowly getting this bird shape happening. I don't know if you can see him. And I have so much to learn. Anyway, thank you. I'll let you go now because I'll keep working on it. But that's where we're at. That's the first stage of the little fabric panel, and I should be safe here and tuck this needle back in. The ones I've been sending out in the fabric packs actually are bigger than this. They're more like the size of the this piece. They're more like this kind of size. So this one will fold to around this size. And this would make such a nice little gift. Oh, hang on, let's put them this way. Oh, see, there's my bad planning. So he's kind of in the middle and on the back if I do it that way. So it'll be reverse for you, but this is the way the book goes in like the camera spins or whatever. But that's not to say I can't do another bird, hey? So, and then I think I'll start filling in some of this other stuff. And I'll do another reel, hey? Do you want me to keep showing you as I'm doing it? Or do you want to see a bit more work in action and then I do it? These are the questions I guess I have. So when I sat on that cruise ship the other week and kept working on my one, and then realised, you know, this is all practice and me learning, and then realised I should probably show you, see all these, what I do. So my next step after I kind of get this finished is to show you how I would put in fabric pages. So if you wanted to do your book, that's the people that have bought one from me, or you might want to make your own one, it doesn't matter. I then have put in a little sleeve here, so I'll show you how I do all that, and some more stitching, my needles and pins. What's going on here? Oh, then some more fabrics to take with me. So this is how I make the Suffolk puffs. And on this side here is another pocket where I store messy threads and things. And here I picked these up. I don't know what they're for. I thought they might be handy to hang on to some more fabrics. And these were donated, which would look really cute on one of these as well. These fabric panels. So I just keep adding things. And then my scissors. It's plural, isn't it? It goes in like this. I lost my other pair, so I made these are ultra sharp, so I put that in there, and then you can use the ribbon to tie it in place. So these pages, they actually are very simple. You just keep adding and adding and then stitching in. And then all I've done is grabbed a bit of the quilt that I've used everywhere else. I might do a blanket stitch over the edges just to tidy those later. And of course I've got thread everywhere. So yes, we are going away, and maybe I'll take some with me when we're visiting. I don't know how much time. I'm sitting in the car. This would be good to play with. So that's what we're doing here. So we're doing a little guy, and this would make a lovely little book. You could put the fabric pages with little poem or little sleeves and things, and you could do whatever you want with your one. Or it can become a wall hanging. You know, you could do that, or you could just keep building and building and building. I keep imagining. Can you imagine doing all of this as some sort of weird couch cover, or like a coat, something like that? That would be really cool. I'd be pretty happy with that. So each stitch too, I've noticed each section holds memory of where I was at the time when I did it. I really like that. I really am having fun with that. And if you saw my last reel, I kept saying how, wow, I'm starting to forget that I'm on camera. I'm doing my slow breathing. I'm starting to enjoy it and getting into the rhythm of creating. That's what this is all about. It doesn't matter how good you are at this at all. So that's what I want people to enjoy. So anyway, I'll stop talking. Thank you, everyone. I can see all these lovely people have joined. I'll now make this a reel that anyone can watch on Instagram, YouTube. What are someone doing? Facebook. We only get like 1.5 minutes on Facebook, so I'll direct people on to watch it on YouTube or something. Anyway, have a good weekend. Bye. Oh, still here. Bye.